Beto ORourke raised massive $6.1 million his first day in the 2020 race, campaign says. Beto ORourke raised $6.1 million in the first 24 hours of his presidential campaign, his campaign said Monday, in what amounts to the largest announced first-day haul of any 2020 Democratic contender to date. The former Texas congressman raised $6,136,763 in online donations from all 50 states in the first day, his campaign said. That tops the first day total shows ORourke has the potential to recreate the record-smashing fundraising prowess he exhibited during his 2018 U.S. Senate campaign. A more complete in. ORourke's haul came after he launched his campaign with a video and several campaign stops Thursday in Iowa. He began the campaign with big promises, telling reporters in Keokuk, Iowa, that he planned to run. But until now, there had been little proof of ORourke's ability to carry out that plan. His refusal to A reporter responded that ORourke could share his fundraising totals if he wanted to. Still, a sign that his campaign had begun with a massive fundraising haul came Saturday night when ORourke, who is playing catch-up in hiring staffers as one of the last major Democratic candidates to launch, told reporters in Dubuque, Iowa, that he would support his campaign unionizing, as Sanders had, and hoped to pay the highest wages and benefits of any presidential contender. Last year, ORourke shattered Senate campaign fundraising records and raised $80 million in his bid to oust Republican senior Ted Cruz. He did so with a pledge not to accept money from political action committees, which ORourke carried over to his presidential campaign. The approach is unusual. ORourke emphasized that pledge in a first-day fundraising email. If ORourke has also quickly returned to a habit that made him a viral hit in Texas. He is live-streaming most events on Facebook, drawing an audience of thousands to watch him campaign in real time. ORourke began his campaign with a series of smaller events in coffee shops across eastern Iowa, and then in Wisconsin. A small group is
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.